in a bit of trouble when you came on for that last spell, Mitch. Were you feeling the pressure, or were you confident that you could do the job?
Yeah, you always got to feel a little bit confident, don't you? It's it was probably touch and go there, and look, we've always had the belief there, and we've got plenty of good bowling in our lineup, and we know we've got guys who can bowl to death. We're always only a couple of wickets away, and at the same time, they were probably only a few sixes away from taking the game from us. So, yeah, fantastic game of cricket today.
Mitch, it feels like we have to grind it out at times. How satisfying is that?
Yeah, it is. It's satisfying. It's also exciting that we haven't probably played awesome cricket today. We've probably played some really good cricket matches, but there's definitely things we can get a lot better at in all three facets. So that's exciting for the group, finding ways to win and being 5 for not many and seeing Coulter strike him the way he did was fantastic for him and for the group to get us to a competitive total that we felt pretty confident in defending. So yeah, plenty of positives to take from today.
On your bowling, Mitch, do you just live World Cups, man? I mean, obviously you seem to rise to the occasion pretty well.
Yeah, the boys are taking the pebbles from me just before as well. But no, look, I guess I've been pretty clear and calm in my my approach to cricket the last few months, and hopefully that's a sign today that even when it's probably in the balance, I can stay calm. And yeah, I guess having that experience of 4 years ago probably helps play part. But as I said before, we've got guys that can bowl throughout an innings and bowl to death. Plenty of options for Aaron to go to when called upon. So yeah, another positive today for us to be able to defend that total. But obviously we had to get there with Coulter, which was fantastic.
Mitch, can you just talk us through that early retaining contest between you and Chris Gale? And were you aware that the ball before the wicket ball you overstepped considerably?
I didn't until about 5 minutes ago when someone told me. I'm normally pretty close, and I've actually been a fair way back for a lot of the last few weeks. So yeah, I didn't know I was over there, but someone told me about 5 minutes ago that it was fairly a long way over. So got away with that one, fortunately.
And the contest?
Yeah, I've had some good battles with Chris over the years, and he's obviously a major weapon for them. And we just saw a little glimpse of it today, how strong he can be when he strikes that ball. He's so strong, and he can find. I guess he finds the gap by hitting over the top, doesn't he? So, yeah, he's a huge weapon for them, and we knew that going into this contest that they're going to have a few really big strikers and look for boundaries, which he's one of. And yeah, we were very fortunate to get him early enough to put him on the back foot again with the new ball.
Mitch, you didn't play against India in March, but what did you learn from watching that series and from maybe watching them against South Africa yesterday that you can take into Sunday?
I don't remember watching the series at home. Or if I did, I don't remember it.
How do you bowl to Kohli?
Oh, look, it's different conditions again. We're playing at the Oval. I guess taking a little bit out of how they played against South Africa. Yesterday they played pretty well. I didn't see too much of their batting. Watched their bowling. But look, we'll go to the Oval tomorrow. I don't think we'll be at the ground, but we'll be there the day before and have a look at conditions there. Again, for I guess talking about a bowling group, for us it's to continue talking about what we do really well and what we can control. We know they're a fantastic team. They've got depth in their batting. They're strong throughout. Virat's obviously one of the key batsmen. Rohit scored 100 as well. So we'll have a chat about them as a bowling group. But at the same time, we've got to remember what we can control, and that's how we, I guess that's our strengths and where we want to bowl to the conditions as well.
The slog overs, you mostly back yourself since you have a terrific yorker, you go full in straight. So do you back yourself mostly to get the team through?
Yeah, you've got to. I think in international cricket, and it's something I enjoy doing, bowling at the death, and you're not gonna win them all, and there's gonna be times where you go the journey or you don't quite get your team over the line. But I think that's what I enjoy about the challenge of that. And as I said before, we've got a group of bowlers, even guys who didn't play this game, who are capable of doing that, and that's a fantastic option to have throughout a World Cup. We know we're going to have to rely on 15 guys to hopefully win the World Cup, and me personally, I enjoy working at it, enjoy doing it for the team when called on. And yeah, I guess the Yorker for me is one I've probably gone to more often than not in the past as well. So blokes still know it's coming, but as long as I keep executing it, hopefully it's going to be better for me than them.
Where did Nathan's 92 come from?
What's that, sorry?
Where did Nathan's 92 come from?
He's been hitting the ball really well. Steve Smith actually said his batting's improved out of sight, but for a few of us who've seen him strike the ball, whether it be in the nets or in series at home gone past, it's such a clean striker of the ball, and he hit some fantastic shots today. And as I said before, he's 92. Would have been a real battle for us with the ball. So full credit to him. He was fantastic today with Smudge. Obviously taking a bit longer and probably taking a bit more of a cautious approach with Nath swinging pretty hard there.
And what was the chat like when it was in the dressing room when it was 38 for 4 and you're sort of another tough experience at Trent Bridge after what you've experienced over the last year?
That was last year, so that was yeah. It wasn't too quiet. I'm still pretty upbeat and confident. We knew we had a lot of work to do, but we've got guys who bat throughout. We've got Pat Cummins has been striking the ball really well, batting at 9. So I think it was just try and absorb some pressure there and take it deep and see what we could get to. I guess having a brief chat about it, we thought anything over 200 we could potentially defend. So to get even close to 300 was fantastic. And as we saw just before, it was lucky we got that many due to Coults that they did bat quite well, and we had to bowl really well. And but yeah, there are heaps of positives to take out of today.
And just one question to the person, please.
What is your take on the West Indies pace attack?
They're quick and they like a short ball. My chest still hurts a bit, but look, they bowled really well. Obviously, to have us fly for not too many, they've bowled fast and aggressive, and I guess that's West Indies attacks of old. It's fast, aggressive stuff up around the nose of the batsman, pinning him on the body or some in the helmet as well. So, yeah, look, it's going to be a huge weapon for them going forward in this World Cup, and like I said, a great positive for us to come at the end of this game with a really good result for Australia and plenty to learn from.
Mitchell, given the reaction you guys got from the crowd, is it safe to say you won't be too disappointed to come back here for an Ashes test?
We were surprised when it wasn't going to be an Ashes test here, so but no, it's part of the atmosphere, isn't it? It's probably know that most of the local crowds aren't going to be on our side, and it's going to be that way for the next 4 months, I guess. So, but no, look, it creates a great atmosphere, and obviously not too much in our corner, but as I said, it's a great atmosphere, and you want to play in front of a good crowd and good noise, and when you can create results for us like that today and almost quieten them up a little bit, it's a great positive as well.
I mean, you had that 168 ball against New Zealand a few years ago. You're in the early 150s here. Are you physically up to perhaps 160 again?
I need a strong breeze behind me, I think. No, it felt really good today. It's, that rhythm's starting to feel really good, and the things I've been working on the last few months are really coming to fruition. So it's a huge positive for me, and as long as I can keep contributing to the group the way I've done today, and hopefully the last couple of weeks, it's a great sign for the group going forward when we can start to string performances together. And as I said before, a lot of things we can improve on, but if we can all keep contributing and having a great time, it's going to result in some really positive cricket for Australia.
Mitch, you came out to bowl as soon as Andrew Russell came out to the crease. Is that something that you guys have spoken about before, or just going forward whenever the danger man, I guess, comes in, that do you just demand the ball, or is it something that you plan before the game?
It's up to Finchy. I think one thing he communicated to all the bowling group was to stay ready at all times, which is what you've got to do in one-day cricket. Things can change very quickly, whether it be a wicket or someone gets a few shots away. You've got to be prepared to bowl at all different stages, whether it be in the first, second or third power play. You've got to be prepared for 1 or 2 over spells, or for 4 or 5 over spells. So that was communicated back in Australia before we came to the UK, and something that we've all worked really hard on is being ready for whether it is an Andre Russell comes out and you want to attack him, or you need to defend, or bowl that death stuff a bit earlier. We're all prepared for that. We've got a great bowling attack that can do that. There's guys on the bench that do that really well. So we're in a good spot.
Last question.
Just were you just looking on from the dressing room? Were you just surprised by the way your top order blokes sort of handled the short stuff that was coming their way in the West Indies?
It was pretty quick. I'm not sure I would have gone too well against it. So yeah, look, it's something to learn from. As I said, it was fast, hostile bowling, and something to learn from. It's yeah, the guys probably didn't play it the way they might like to, but look, we've come away with a great result. Plenty to learn from with bat, ball, and in the field. And credit to them, they bowled fast, aggressive stuff at us for a fair period of that opening couple of spells. So sometimes it's just hard to play against, and it's not fun to bat against it. I certainly don't like it, and I much prefer dishing it out.